Look at that. It's a big glider. It's power off. Power off. And then full throttle. Hello everyone, welcome back to Motion RC. I'm James, and today we have the brand new Freewing twin 70mm PJ50 out on the runway. I'm gonna taxi her out, and for this flight, I got a 5,000 in there, but I've been just working on trying to slow her down and getting those touch and goes, and you know, the beauty of why we love one of the reasons I love flying an aircraft of this type is those really gentle, scale almost like landings. So that's what I'm working on right now. On this flight, I don't even think I'm gonna pick the gear up or the flaps. We're just gonna keep flying around, going for those approaches. All right, this time 5,000 in the PJ50, and we're gonna take it off from grass. Giving it a shot. Our grass is not the best, but this is about as good as it's gonna get. Take it off, right to left, full flaps. And look at that, half the runway. And now we're working again on those touch and goes. Want to see really just what you can get away with as far as slow flying it. You know, our field is a little crazy when it comes to this, with this tight turn we got to make. We got really no wind, no discernible wind today. We're just gonna stay in the landing pattern. I like that one. See how slow it can just glide in? I was working about a quarter throttle there, but it's just turning around these trees is what gets me. I still haven't mastered the art of getting slow enough to turn inside the trees. I need to know my plane is above them as I start my approach. Little rudder when you're on the ground is going to do wonders for you with that T-tail and, you know, the narrower gear, I guess. Got a little wind above the trees. I'm bringing her back down about quarter throttle right now, giving some power back as I turn. Now the power's off. We're right there, man. So I got a minute on my useful throttle time, so we're just gonna keep going. These are the type of flights you should do with this bird, and pretty much any bird. It never gonna not do you justice practicing more approaches. There's never too much practice of that. And with something new, it's very hard for me to rely on the one and only first pass. There it is, wheelie, keeping it down. It's looking good. And this is with 5,000s. I don't think I've ever gone over half throttle. Even on my climb out there, I was a little over half throttle. So now we're turning again. A little higher than I normally am. But look at that, it's a big glider. It's power off. Power off. And then full throttle. All right, timer's telling me I should make this one the last one. Bringing her lower, getting her slower. I'll take that one. Right at the end. I'll take a little grass exit. Let's bring her on back. I'm gonna swap back. I'm gonna swap packs, and then we're gonna take it up and do more. We're gonna bring the gear up and have some fun with it, as it normally should be flown, not just takeoffs and landing. Let's do it. All right, guys, I quickly swapped batteries. Still running a 5000 Admiral. That's right in the mid-range of what our recommendation is, anywhere from Admiral 4000 to 6000. So the 5000 is the good compromise. But now we're just gonna definitely do some high-speed passes and fly it around a little more scale. We're gonna bring the gear up this time. But right now, I got flaps, and we're gonna do a takeoff, obviously from the runway with full flaps. And let's give it a go. Taking off right to left. Nice. Gear coming up. Speeds up. Flaps are out. And now let's bring it around. I'm over. I'm gonna give it some, oh man. Give it some altitude. No power, no power. Ooh, she's got some performance there, man. We could, there's some fun to be had not flying scale. Wow. So I'm just playing with the throttle range, really. This is power off though. She's got a really nice look to her. Now let's add some rudder in my turn. Rudder. That was nice. Keeping her speed up. It's windier above the trees than below them. Now I'm power off again. Wonder how long I could let the battery last when I'm mixed throttle usage here. That is all glide. Little past half throttle. Push out. Looking good. Fly it nice and easy. That's just half throttle. All right, now let's do the transition. So I'm lowering my speed a bit. Going flaps. Gear. Touch and go attempt. So now that we did all that practice on the first couple flights of the day, we're feeling a lot more comfortable with how she can fly slow with flaps. Look at that. Ground effect, like, didn't even want to touch down. I was a little hot. But look what she can take and get right out of dodge. Like, that's what you want. I hope that sort of shows, you know, that much more, so many of you guys are much more capable pilots than I. You'll be putting this down in way slower than even I'm trying here. I'm gonna take that one. My timer was at 15 seconds. Probably could have went around one more time, but I'll take that one there. Gonna drive it back, and then we could talk about it. All right, guys, that was 2 successful flights. I wanted to show you the first pack from the first flight. I get her plugged in to my cell checker, and I was at 3.89, 3.88 on the cells of that one. And then let me quickly do the canopy. So on this one, it's just the latch mechanism. I got a piece of wood that, you know, helps the canopy stay put. But let me just get this one plugged in. And this one we're at 3.85. So whatever the final time was, and this one I was being, you know, heavier on the throttle, but also gliding it a little more. But all around, she is an absolutely gorgeous bird. If anyone didn't join and watch the hour-long live overview of this plane, we showed a lot of inside, how it comes out of the box, how it's built. The first flights where I wasn't doing what I did here today, which was playing with the flaps more, playing with the slow speed. So like today, you saw that first flight, that was probably the 6th time I did a flight like that. And you know, just keep working on takeoffs and landings, especially in approaches. With a scale bird like this, they always look so great, and the fun of this is she can really probably go even slower than I'm taking her. And I bet guys are gonna be doing that like crazy when they get theirs. But looking around, again, what do we have? About 5.5 foot wingspan, about 66.1 inches, I believe. And then it is about almost 6 feet long. So she's big and significant. We got twin 70mm in-runners. And what I like, very easy to connect inside. You know, the whole unit just goes on with 4 screws, but they have 12 bladed fans and counter rotate as well inside. We got, again, the flaps. I could show you that feature. So that's what I was playing with, just like a half flap for a round. Now, when it comes to setup for this model, the book does call out a 5mm of up on the elevator, and you can see that like in the position that it's at right now. Like that's what neutral is being called for by the book. And then I was flying it by the book rates as well. So I have the standard book low rates and high rates. I like low rate on the aileron, and I've been flying with the elevator at low rate and high rate based on the book. And I've just been keeping that at high rate. And all around, the LED package, again, 11 LEDs all around. You've got them in the wingtips, you've got strobes, takeoff light, strobe in the top, in the back of the tail. And one of the beauties of this model too, it comes all painted out of the box, all decaled up. And then these winglets on the side, they just attach and detach like any missile system that Freewing has. So if you have any of our scale jets or warbirds, they would all do that. And then you just line them up and slide them back on, and you're good to go. So now taking a look at the gear, while I have it here, let's open that. Very simple. You got nice trailing link, as you saw. She was able to take off from grass, and my grass is not manicured that low. You saw, you could barely see the tires there, but she got off in no problem on my awful grass runway. So you should have no problem taking off from yours. There's a gear, just spring-loaded nose gear door, and they come right out again. Perfect. And then all around, guys, just a superb model and an awesome follow-up to the ever-popular AL-37. Now we got, you know, the personal jet for everybody to go along with that commercial airliner, which is awesome. So guys, links to the product are in the description below. If you have any comments, please either leave them in this YouTube video or join the conversation on Hobby Squawk. I'll have a link to the thread page dedicated to this plane specific, and you could talk to other guys who've already pre-ordered and can't wait to fly theirs. So if you have any anything else, again, leave a comment. We'll see you next time at Motion RC.